Welcome, Shadow Seekers, to American Shadows, Crimes and Chronicles. Today, we're unearthing a tale that'll haunt your thoughts long after it ends. Whether you're glued to the screen or just listening in, you're in for a wild ride through history's darkest corners. If you're new, hit subscribe to join our mission of exposing America's hidden truths. Regulars, your likes fuel our journey into the unknown. Now, let's peel back the layers of time and reveal the secrets beneath. Ready? Let's begin. Son of Sam, the .44 caliber killer who terrorized New York and changed America. Gather round, folks, for a tale that gripped New York City in a vice of terror for over a year. It's a story of darkness, paranoia, and a manhunt that captivated a nation. This is the chilling saga of David Berkowitz, better known as the Son of Sam. Our story begins on a warm summer night, July 29, 1976. The Big Apple is sweltering, and its streets are alive with the sound of disco and the spirit of a post-Vietnam America. But in the Bronx, a sinister figure is about to cast a long shadow over the city. It's around 1:10 a.m. when 18-year-old Donna Loria and her friend, 19-year-old Jody Valenti, sit in Jody's car outside Donna's apartment, chatting after a night out. Donna, a medical technician with dreams of becoming a nurse, has her whole life ahead of her. Unbeknownst to them, a man is watching from the shadows, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. Suddenly, David Berkowitz approaches the car and pulls out a .44 caliber bulldog revolver. Without warning, he fires 5 shots into the car. Donna is hit twice and dies instantly, her dreams forever shattered. Jody is struck in the thigh and survives, but the trauma of that night will haunt her for years to come. This is the opening salvo in what will become one of the most infamous killing sprees in American history. The initial reaction to the shooting is one of confusion and shock. The police arrive at the scene, but they have no idea that this is just the beginning of a much larger and more terrifying pattern. The randomness and brutality of the attack baffle the investigators, who have little to go on other than Jody's description of the shooter, a man in his 30s with curly hair. Over the next year, the killer strikes again and again. His victims are often young women with long, dark hair, but sometimes men fall prey as well. On October 23, 1976, Carl Denaro and Rosemary Keenan are shot while sitting in a car. Carl survives, but requires a metal plate to be inserted in his head. On November 27th, Donna DeMasi and Joanne Lomino are shot walking home from a movie. Joanne is left paralyzed from the waist down, her life forever altered. The randomness of the attack spreads fear throughout the city. People are afraid to go out at night. Women cut or dye their hair, trying not to match the killer's apparent preferences. The vibrant nightlife of New York City, once a point of pride, becomes muted. Discos and bars that were once packed now stand half empty, as people choose the safety of their homes over the uncertainty of the streets. The press dubs him the .44 caliber killer, after his weapon of choice. But that's about to change. In April 1977, he leaves a letter near the bodies of his victims, Alexander Esau and Valentina Suriani. In it, he calls himself the Son of Sam and taunts the police. This moniker captures the public imagination and ramps up the fear to fever pitch. One of the letters, addressed to NYPD Captain Joseph Borelli, reads, "I am deeply hurt by your calling me a woman hater. I am not. But I am a monster. I am the Son of Sam. I am a little brat. When Father Sam gets drunk, he gets mean. He beats his family. Sometimes he ties me up to the back of the house. Other times he locks me in the garage. Sam loves to drink blood. Go out and kill," commands Father Sam. New York City becomes a pressure cooker of paranoia. The streets empty after dark. Lovers' lanes, once popular hangouts, are deserted. The NYPD forms Operation Omega, a special task force dedicated to catching the killer. It's the largest manhunt in New York history up to that point, involving over 300 police officers and costing the city millions of dollars. The Son of Sam continues to communicate, sending letters to journalist Jimmy Breslin of the New York Daily News. His rambling, disturbing messages speak of demons and being compelled to kill. The city is transfixed, both terrified and morbidly fascinated. Breslin's columns about the killer become must-read material, further fueling the public's obsession with the case. As the summer of 1977 wears on, the city is on edge. A heat wave and widespread power outage add to the tension. the killer strikes again and again. Each attack sends shockwaves through the community and puts more pressure on the police to solve the case. The city that never sleeps is now afraid to close its eyes. Then, a breakthrough. On July 31st, 1977, Stacy Moskowitz and Robert Violante are shot while sitting in a car in Brooklyn. It's their first date, a summer romance cut tragically short. Stacy dies from her wounds while Robert is blinded. A witness spots a man getting a parking ticket near the scene. This seemingly insignificant detail will prove to be the killer's undoing. Detectives trace the ticket to a car registered to David Berkowitz of Yonkers. When they arrive at his apartment on August 10, 1977, they find a rifle and a .44 caliber Bulldog revolver, the murder weapon. In his car, they discover a letter similar to the Son of Sam messages. The year-long reign of terror is over. When the police approach him, Berkowitz calmly says, "Well, you got me." Inside his apartment, they find more disturbing writings and evidence of his obsession with satanic rituals. The contrast between the terror he instilled and his quiet surrender is jarring. Berkowitz confesses to all the shootings, claiming he was ordered to kill by a demon that possessed his neighbor's dog, Sam. It's a bizarre end to a case that has kept New York in suspense for so long. Despite his bizarre explanations, he is found competent to stand trial. In 1978, Berkowitz pleads guilty to 6 murders and is sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences, with no possibility of parole. The aftermath of the Son of Sam killings is far-reaching. New York State passes the Son of Sam laws, designed to prevent criminals from profiting from their crimes through book or movie deals. These laws spread to other states and fundamentally change how society deals with notorious criminals. The case also leads to increased awareness and measures for public safety, particularly for women. Self-defense classes become popular, and communities start neighborhood watch programs. But the case leaves many questions unanswered. Some investigators, including Robert Graysmith, author of Zodiac, believe Berkowitz didn't act alone. They point to discrepancies in witness descriptions and suggest that Berkowitz might have been part of a satanic cult. Theories of cult involvement persist to this day, fueled by Berkowitz's own statements in prison interviews years later. The truth may never be fully known. The Son of Sam case also had a profound impact on criminal psychology and the study of serial killers. It highlighted the need for better profiling techniques and led to advancements in how law enforcement agencies approach such cases. The FBI's Behavioral Science Unit, later featured in works like Mindhunter, used the Son of Sam case as a crucial study in developing their profiling methodologies. As we look back on the Son of Sam case, we're confronted with the fragility of urban life, the power of fear to reshape a city, and the thin line between sanity and madness. It's a reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the hearts of men and the resilience of a city in the face of terror. The New York City of the late 1970s, already struggling with high crime rates and economic troubles, was forever changed by this reign of terror. Yet, in true New York fashion, the city bounced back, its spirit battered but unbroken. This is American Shadows, where we delve into the darkest corners of our nation's past. The Son of Sam case stands as a chilling chapter in the annals of crime, a moment when the shadows seem to overtake the city of light. It's a stark reminder of how a single individual can hold an entire metropolis hostage to fear, and how the ripples of such events can be felt for decades to come. Until next time, remember to look over your shoulder in lovers' lanes, and beware of dogs that seem to speak with the voice of demons. But also remember the strength of community, the power of resilience, and the light that always follows even the darkest of nights. For in the end, it's not the shadows that define us, but how we face them.